Hello friends, in today's lecture we have to learn very interesting thing about complex number. Next topic is this modulus and conjugate. Modulus and conjugate of a complex number. Let us see what happens when we find modulus and conjugate. Both topic we have to learn simultaneously. Okay, let z equals to a plus ib is given complex number. Let this is given complex number. First of all, we have to deal with modulus. Modulus of z is denoted as the formula modulus z. What the formula, do you know that is under root a square plus b square. We have to remember this result. Modulus of any complex number is what? Under root a square plus b square as modulus of the complex number, right? Now the second thing is what? Conjugate. What is conjugate? Conjugate is a complex number which we may find by using surd. It means that when we apply process surd, we just multiply and divide with its conjugate. So that's why conjugate of the complex number is denoted as, first of all, conjugate of z equals to a plus ib denoted as z bar and is. Remember that there is also formula z bar is equals to a minus ib, my friend. A minus ib is the conjugate of any complex number. So suppose any complex number is given, then you can easily find out the complex number. For example, I just give one example in general. For example, first example is this: z equals to 3 plus I is given, then both things we may find easily. First of all, let me find modulus. Then what is modulus? Remember that this modulus is nothing but under root, it's a real part square a square. See, modulus is what? Under root a square plus b square. So under root 3 square plus 1 square, and that's why is what? Is under root 9 plus 1 means root 10. What about conjugate? Then conjugate is nothing but just change the sign of imaginary part. It means just change the sign of imaginary part, my dear friend. Real part write as it is, change the sign of imaginary part. See here what I done there. In the definition of conjugate of z equals to a plus ib, that is z bar, and z bar is a minus ib. So a minus ib is the conjugate of given complex number z equals to a plus ib. Okay, so I think now you easily understand how to find modulus and conjugate. One more example. Second example, let us write z equals to 2 minus 5i or I into 5. Then what is modulus? Then we may say that here modulus is under root a square and plus b square means minus 5 square, but you know that square is always positive, and that's why what we may say, we just say that this is under root 4 plus 25 or is root 29, right? So this is modulus. Now what about conjugate? Conjugate is z bar is equals to 2 plus I into 5 as conjugate. Just to change the sign of imaginary part, right? So remember, this result is very important result here. Okay, so now we have to learn about several properties related to it. So let us learn properties related to both properties The first property is this. For given any complex number, z equals to a plus ib. I just said that modulus z is same as modulus of z conjugate. Z conjugate નો modulus લો તો બી યાદ થાય અંડર રૂટ a square plus b square. Modulus z is also under root a square plus b square. It means that in both the case we may say that modulus is same, right? So modulus is same in both the case. You can also easily derive the same thing here. Okay. One more thing. Let us see. Second property number 2, and this is very important property, my friend. Let us see the property, what the property is. For any complex number z, we may say that z into z bar is modulus z square. This is really very important property. Why? Let us see. The reason is this. Z into z bar. Z is a plus ib. So I write a plus ib. Z bar is a minus ib. I think you know that. Z bar is the conjugate. What is this? This is a square minus I square b square, right? And I square is minus 1, that's why this is a square plus b square. And what is modulus z? Modulus z is under root a square plus b square. And so modulus of z square is a square plus b square, hence proved. See here, so z bar is a square plus b square. Modulus z square is also a square plus b square. So this property is really very important. Now the third property. Third property is this, z1 into z2, and we take modulus. Then we may write it separately, modulus z1 and modulus z2. Fourth property, modulus of z1 upon z2 is equals to modulus of z1 upon modulus of z2. Okay, so this result is also very important here. So multiplication we may write like this, division we may write like this. What about addition? In the case of addition we may write that modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Remember that this is very important condition. And the next one is modulus of z1 minus z2 is greater or equal than modulus of modulus z1 minus modulus z2. So addition, subtraction, division and multiplication we may solve easily. Next result is this, z1 plus z2 whole conjugate can be written as z1 conjugate separately, z2 conjugate separately. Next one, z1 minus z2 conjugate, that can be also written as z1 conjugate and minus z2 conjugate. What about multiplication? Z1 z2, if you multiply and take conjugate, then z1 conjugate into z2 conjugate. And the 10th property is relative to addition, z1 upon z2 whole conjugate, then is z1 conjugate upon z2 conjugate separately. It means that addition, multiplication, division and subtraction consisting here like this. Okay, so my friend, these are the property relative to modulus and conjugate. Now let us see one example to deriving it. One more example, let us see. Example is this. Example, find modulus and conjugate See here, the first question is this: z is equals to -1 minus I root 3. So this is of the form z equals to a plus ib. First of all, we may write modulus, then modulus z is, okay, this is of the form a plus ib. Remember that modulus z can be written as under root a square plus b square. So under root of -1 square plus minus root 3 square. Remember that minus root 3 square. So this is under root 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4 and square root of 4 is 2. This is modulus. Conjugate is z bar. Remember that only change the sign of imaginary part. So I can write that -1 plus I root 3. Only by changing the sign of imaginary part we may write the conjugate. Now second complex number is this: z is equals to minus root 3 plus I. So here also we may find modulus easily. So here modulus z is what? We may just say that under root of minus root 3 square. Remember that, and plus 1 square. So minus root 3 square is 3 and plus 1 again 4, whose square root is 2. Very easy. And what about conjugate? Then we may say that conjugate is z bar. So real part as it is and change the sign of imaginary part. So minus root 3 minus I, and the thing is over. Okay, so my friend, this is all the thing about modulus and conjugate. Prepare this all property very well, and then we will solve example very easily. It means in the next lecture we will deal with very interesting topic. The name is Argand diagram. It's very important, given by Argand. So that thing we will learn in the next lecture. Goodbye.